Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, is a real problem. It affects lots of people. It's not just for soldiers. Anyone who's experienced a scary event can get it. We're talking about things like serious accidents, natural disasters, or violent crimes. These events can leave a mark on your mind. They can change how you see the world. It's like your body remembers the trauma. It stays with you long after the danger is gone. Many people who go through trauma bounce back. They find a way to cope, but for others the trauma doesn't fade. It lingers, causing real distress and impacting their lives. That's when it's time to get help. PTSD shows up in different ways. There's no one-size-fits-all experience, but some common signs to look out for are intrusive memories. You can't stop thinking about the event. Nightmares. The trauma haunts your sleep. Flashbacks, you feel like you're reliving the event. Avoidance, you stay away from anything that reminds you of the trauma. Negative thoughts, you have a bleak outlook on yourself and the world. Feeling jumpy, you're easily startled and always on edge. These symptoms can be mild or severe. They can come and go over time, but one thing is for sure, they can really disrupt your life. If you notice these signs, don't wait to get help. Imagine feeling like you're constantly in danger. That's what it's like to live with hypervigilance, a common symptom of PTSD. You're always on edge, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Your senses are heightened. You startle easily. Your heart races at the slightest noise. Crowds and unfamiliar places can feel overwhelming. It's exhausting trying to stay one step ahead of a threat that might not even be there. This constant state of anxiety takes a toll. It can lead to irritability, difficulty concentrating, and problems sleeping. It can make it hard to relax and enjoy life. For someone with PTSD, the past isn't over. It can come crashing into the present in the form of flashbacks and nightmares. Flashbacks are like vivid memories on overdrive. They're so intense it feels like you're right back in the traumatic moment. You might see, hear, smell, taste, or feel things that aren't really there. Nightmares related to the trauma can be equally disturbing. You wake up feeling terrified and shaken, even though you know it was just a dream. These intrusive experiences can happen anytime, anywhere. They can be triggered by something you see, hear, smell, or even think. They can make it difficult to distinguish between the past and the present, leading to feelings of fear, confusion, and helplessness. Section 5. The weight of avoidance. Social isolation and emotional numbness. After a trauma, it's natural to want to avoid anything that reminds you of what happened, but for people with PTSD, this avoidance can become a way of life. You might start avoiding places, people, or activities that trigger memories of the trauma. You might withdraw from social events or isolate yourself from loved ones. You might even try to numb your emotions with alcohol or drugs. This avoidance might seem like it's protecting you, but it can actually make things worse. It can lead to feelings of loneliness, guilt, and shame. It can prevent you from healing and moving on. Section 6. Sarah's story, the ripple effects of a car accident. Sarah was a successful lawyer with a loving family, but her life changed forever after she was involved in a serious car accident. She survived, but the trauma left its mark. She started having nightmares about the crash. She couldn't drive past the intersection where it happened without panicking. She withdrew from friends and family, feeling like they wouldn't understand. Her work suffered as she struggled to concentrate. She was irritable and quick to anger. She felt like a prisoner in her own life, haunted by the past. Sarah's story is a reminder that PTSD can happen to anyone, regardless of age, profession, or background. It's also a reminder that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Section 7. Finding solace and strength. The importance of support systems. Having a strong support system is crucial for anyone dealing with PTSD. Talking to someone who understands can make a world of difference. This could be a family member, friend, therapist, or support group. Sharing your experiences and feelings with others can help you feel less alone. It can help you process the trauma and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. There are people who care about you and want to support you through this. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Section 8. A path to healing. Therapies for PTSD. The good news is that PTSD is treatable. There are effective therapies that can help you manage your symptoms and reclaim your life. One common approach is trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This therapy helps you identify and change negative thought patterns and behaviors that are keeping you stuck. Another effective treatment is eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, known as EMDR. This therapy uses guided eye movements to help you process traumatic memories and reduce their emotional intensity. Medication can also be helpful in managing symptoms like anxiety and depression. It's important to talk to a mental health professional to determine the best treatment plan for you. Section 9. Reclaiming your life. A message of hope and resilience. Living with PTSD can be incredibly challenging, but it's important to remember that you're not alone. With the right support and treatment, you can heal and move forward. Recovery is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way, but with every step you take towards healing, you're reclaiming your life and your future. Remember, you are stronger than you think. You have the power to overcome this.